Okay, today we're going to be talking about Pictish carvings in Galloway, Scotland, and basically explain what it is that you're all looking at, because all mythology is the same. You can go and look up the Wikipedia explanation for what Pictish carvings are, and you will find a massive pile of nonsense about inauguration ceremonies and all this sort of absolute cobblers. So today let's have the proper explanation. As you can see in purple there, I've circled two of my drawings of how energy moves through an inertial plane. Now anybody who's been watching my videos will know that electricity goes through the center of a magnet and electromagnetism goes around the outside of a magnet. So now we're going to take a look at the Pictish carvings to see whether or not they correspond to what I say, which is exactly the same thing every single time. Impulsion vortex to expulsion A flare. So let's have a check out of the pictures and see if they correspond with mine. So this is the big one that was in the paper the other day. So what do I see? Well, I've got my double helix ouroborus torus field, one with a point and one with a hole at the bottom there. And what do we see in the picture? We see a bone with a lightning bolt through it, with one that's got several circles and one side that's got no circles. That's because one is a point and one is a hole, because that is how energy moves around a magnetic field. And on the right hand side there, that's a snake spitting out electricity which goes across and to the other side of a magnet and then turns back into an opposing flare. If you can see, it goes in like a fountain and comes out like a bullet, which if you go and look at my ice magnet videos, you should see this happens. There's a dome on top and an explosion underneath, which is a reflection of the waveform. My apologies for the sound. I believe somebody is in my computer and there's nothing I can do about this. I've got nothing else running and yet I can't get a proper bloody recording. My apologies. Somebody's trying to screw with me. Okay, first off, here's an easy one. I'm going to get rid of the masons right now and show you what they're doing. Of course, they know more than you. This is their sign. Now I'm going to show you a sign in Pictish rock. Now, this is how it's shown, but one of these pictures is wrong. Let me turn it around. There we go. That's better. Now you know it's all to do with energy travel. So that was easy. Now we're just going to go through all the other carvings. Again, you've got your double helix crossover at the top there. Do you notice the little S in the middle of that lightning bolt tree of life that's going through the two circles at the top there? Yeah, we're going to get to the Nazi symbol and the the Buddha symbol in a few minutes. Here again we have another big rock with a snake at the top. And then you've got your two circles, and then you've got your lightning bolt coming from the snake going through. And if you look in the center of that ouroborus field, you will see two lines that cross at the center, because that is a double helix ouroborus torus field with a rollover halo wave ouroborus crossover at the center. Now there's also, I've got a labyrinth in the center there, because that's how a magnetic field propagates when you look down at it from the top. So we'll probably see a few labyrinths in here as well, which they talk about in Pictish mythology. But again, it's all to do with energy and magnetic flow and what they saw in the sky and everything else. Here's something, but again you can see the rotation of the fields. Another picture that's upside down. We have our two vortices at the top which spin around into a halo wave. Your general people carrying ouroborus torus fields as if it would protect them. Again, we have our impulsion V to expulsion A flare, which again is the masons. Another double helix ouroborus torus with lightning going through the center. Another stone impulsion V expulsion A, lightning through the middle, and an ouroborus torus field. These are the labyrinths I spoke of and just showed you in a drawing. It's the end of a scroll of energy, probably seen in the sky. We're going to see it again. Our atmosphere is going to crash, and then there's going to be electrical interaction between compressed EM field levels, which is where you get the Thunderbolt's plasma stickmen from. Those are going to be in the atmosphere, which again tells you all about ancient aliens are rubbish and all these carvings that look like people. No, those are plasma discharges within the atmosphere. Again, more swirls that you will see in the atmosphere. Again, I've turned this rock upside down because it was incorrectly stood up, and a lot of things are. Again, this is more, that's the snake on the right hand side. Now, what everybody needs to know is what they're doing with ISIS and everything else is destroying all mythology and history because they don't want you to know what it means. That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of me being here, to explain that everything is electrical. The universe is electric. Everybody in the ancient past knew it. The Masons know it. Certain elite governments know it. And they're trying to smash it all. Oh, before I say, there's your good grief. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is showing the Buddha sign and the Nazi sign, which is a swastika and a reverse swastika, which has got nothing to do with Nazism or Buddha. It's all to do with energy travel and clockwise fields and counterclockwise fields. So stop, please, thinking that the Nazi symbol or the Buddha symbol is anything other than energy travel, because this is the end of a scroll of energy. This is the end of a smoke ring. This is the end of an ouroborus torus field. Nothing more. They used it as a symbol of power because it is energy. No other reason. Okay, and back to the rant. Yeah, they're trying to smash all history so that you think it's all mythology, which is garbage, and it's why I'm showing you this. And on this page, you've got anything with a line through is an ouroborus torus magnetic energy field. Again, you got the bit at the bottom with one going in and one coming out, and they're opposite. You got V coming in, flare going out. Again, they just put labeled things like children. Oh, this is an S-shaped figure. Oh, really? And that is the tree of life, which I have drawn many times, and it splits at the top into two, but always has a main beam. And so there you have it. I have fully explained all mythology. It's all been quite easy, really, due to understanding energy travel, which God showed me in visions in April, May 2014 for 3 weeks, day and night. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I think I've gathered more information on every single discipline of science, mythology, history, and religion than anybody in the world. So nobody knows anything about carvings and such like that who says anything other than what I'm saying. The past is trying to tell us that the universe is electric, God is real, and that everything moves from electricity to electromagnetism through an ouroborus torus field. So you don't have to believe me, but you can go and read up on these Pictish things and see if their dumb interpretation corresponds to any picture they see. Whereas I've sat here and told you, oh look, that at the top there is the fountain of life coming from a snake, which means it's electricity, and when it comes out, it is the reverse, which means it is a waveform. We have one side pointy and one side is a hole, and that is how a smoke ring constructs itself, because it is radiation travel. And I have mapped all radiation travel, that's on a video. I've mapped ouroborus torus fields, I've mapped a ouroborus energy field, which you know as a magnetic field, but nope, nothing like magnetism. There's no such thing as magnetism. There is only an ouroborus energy field, which is a heteromac formation, which happens to be every single atom in the universe. So everything is a heteromac, everything is an ouroborus torus field, and it is powered through matter, and the matter is made to conform to the DNA shape, or just the shape that it is, and it performs a heteromac ouroborus torus field, which can be seen from atoms to molecules to suns, you name it, I've covered it. I fight for God, and I fight for every believer out there, because I hold the truth. If you are a non-believer, you should start believing, because I've explained everything in the universe, and nobody can defeat what I'm saying, because everything I turn this key to, it opens it and spills out all the information. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I fight for the Christ and obey his commandments and his teachings. And you should too, because there's always a herald sent ahead who says, repent, because the Lord is coming. And that's me. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and that's another one solved.